Athlete, and we are here today with the Season 2 reunion. Make some noise, y'all! Yes, we made it through another 10 episodes. So that was episode 11 through 20. Okay, and y'all all...
Her right here. Everybody went off on her. I gotta hear what she gotta say in this reunion.
We're a big part of it, so big up yourself, okay? Y'all did great. So obviously, before we start...
That's the one, I think she was like an exotic dancer or something like that. And everybody was in the comments like, bro, did you even come for love?
Getting into all these juicy topics. I know y'all are ready. Look, Chanel said, oh yeah, girl, yes. So before we get into all these juicy topics, great discussions, whatever we're gonna get into, I do wanna go ahead and bring out my amazing husband, the producer of this show, our very own BM.
Welcome to Pop the Balloon or Find Love with Arletta Mully, Season 2 reunion. Yes. That is 20 consistent episodes. It's a big achievement, so we're here now.
I know.
Now, first thing first, I want to thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing us with everything that we have. Amen. I will not be shy about praising his name. He is the way of life. Yes. Next, I want to thank, obviously, my wife. Wonderful host. She's been absolutely amazing. She's just, every single episode, she's shining. She does a fantastic job at everything that she does. So I want to give a big round of applause for her once again. I also want to thank all of our supporters, everyone that supports us, everyone that comes on the show to try to find love, everyone that watches us and shares our videos. We thank you. We only focus on people who support us. Amen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Next up, I also want to say that we do have a podcast out right now. Head over to my channel where you can watch exclusive interviews. I will be putting out some exclusive behind the scenes footages as well. So make sure you're logged onto both channels. Both of these channels will be working together. So make sure you are subscribed to both channels so that you do not miss out on any content. Mm-hmm. Remember that. If you don't want to miss out on any content, make sure you subscribe to both channels. Now, I think it's time to get into it. Who's ready for Season 2 reunion?
Bro, I have to say, they're the only ones that do the pop the balloon properly. Every other channel, when they do the pop the balloon, it looks mad ghetto, out of place. Everybody's just saying just things that's just out of order. Nobody really seems like they're for real. People just want to go viral. Bro, they're the only ones that, like, when they do it, I'm like, all right, it's going to be a good show.
All right, so to go ahead and kick off this reunion, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the amazing moments that happened.
My name is James with James Gourmet Pies.
You kind of look like Coming to America right now.
I do have a rotation, but it's...
I see you used to dealing with peasants, so you don't know when you see a king.
Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, it's because of the police.
Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
You look like something that I might go, out back and take myself up top to, so I didn't know.
What does that mean?
You look like a porn star or something like that.
What makes you wake up every day and want to do what you do?
My cat.
You who?
My cat. That is who makes me happy.
I think Glorilla's beautiful.
I'm dark skinned. I think more like Kelly Rowland, but I appreciate the compliment.
That's fine as well.
Gracias.
Gracias. Okay, so that was, like we saw, it was a great season. Thank you all, first of all, for coming on, and thank you all for being here today as well. To go ahead and kick it off, as we saw in episode 12, there was someone who was just the king of marketing. Okay? I think we all kind of know who we're talking about over here. Every time we got to him, we were like, man, he's about to put himself on. So just to kind of go ahead and take a recap, let's go ahead and see what this man's journey was like on his episode.
My name is James with James Gourmet Pies. James with James Gourmet Pies. I'm James with James Gourmet Pies, 37.
Okay, let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
My name is James Gourmet Pies. Facebook, Instagram, check me out. James Gourmet Pies, 37. James Gourmet Pies, 37. James Gourmet Pies, 37.
Like that. James Gourmet
Okay,
Pies.
so James.
Yes,
Every
ma'am.
single time I said, man, what's your name and age? What's your name and age? You always got to throw in James Gourmet Pies.
Got to. Got to. And let me tell you why, right? If you have a dream or a goal, I think that you should always put yourself out there.
Okay.
Even the Bible says, like, if I give you a talent and you waste it, go to hell. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm the best at what I do, and that's how I introduce myself. I don't care who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody need to have a 30-second commercial.
Okay. So speaking on that, so did you come on the show like trying to find a match, or you're like, you know what, I'm gonna come on there and just put my business out there? Was that the goal?
Definitely. I was really looking for something serious.
Okay.
You know, and
I was like,
everybody,
where we going with this? Tell us so.
in the comment section, they've been coming at my top. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just here for promotion. And that was not it. I would say the very first contestant, Driva, she was one that I would have taken like very serious. You know what I mean? Like, I was feeling her. If you go and watch the whole thing all over again, like, that was one that I was like, you know, this could be serious. You know what I mean? But then she was like, well, I don't like dudes with kids or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, everybody was amazing. Everybody was beautiful. But I'm saying, like, for me to be serious, that she would have been the one.
She would have been the one.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as like everyone else,
She would have been the one.
I just realized who this is right here. I think she had on like a dress. She looks really different with her hair like this. I would say she looked a little bit older right here. I almost didn't notice her. I was like, she looked familiar, but usually after the show, I can't recognize people. Like, I don't remember who this is. Maybe I ain't even see the episode. Even him with his hat on, I ain't really recognize him either. But like her with a hair like this, like I almost didn't realize it because I think before her hair was like black or something like that. I'm not sure.
would have been the one. Yeah. Okay. So as far as like everyone else, when you watch that episode, what did you guys think of James? Like, what did you guys believe that he was there for love, or you guys feel like he was there just to market himself?
Both.
I feel like I needed to taste one of his pies expeditiously.
That's what I wanted to do. I was just like, I want to try these pies. So,
okay. So
even though the intent was not for him to advertise, it definitely was.
He made it ring a bell.
Yeah.
So I have a question for James. So James, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. If I want a pie, do you ship your pies?
I ship them nationwide, but you know, I just want people to know that you can rub your stomach and tap your head at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, James, you know the shipping was like $50, right? So
I'm working on that.
Okay.
Stay tuned. I promise. Stay tuned. It's going to be cheaper than that. Right now, it is a little expensive.
I ain't even gonna lie, that was dry hating right there. He did not have to do that. Like, while my man is promoting it and like all the attention is on him, why you hating? That was straight hate. Let the people in the comments or the people that's watching have, you know, their own decisions made or whatever, whether or not they want to still pay for the shipping. But now when you bring up the shipping, it stops people from even going to the website. Somebody could go to the website and be like, nah, this is worth it. I'm going to pay the extra $50. I don't care. That was pure hating, bro. While Son just said, nah, I want to taste one of them pies. Yeah, but you know, the shipping $50, that was pure hating. Watch out for dudes like this. You got a friend like this, watch out for the dude like this. You know what I mean? You promoting yourself, people want to buy it, you know what I mean? And then they throw some shade on it. That was dumb corny.
I don't make nothing off shipping, but you know, I was definitely here to find something real, and it just didn't work out in my favor.
Okay, good.
So
good.
James, are you willing to go on again in the reverse position? Pause.
Whoa.
No Diddy.
Hey, yo, what?
We're gonna have to have that conversation. We can have that conversation. You know what I mean? Word.
I gotta say real quick for James pies, those pies is fire.
Hey,
They are.
Really good. Those pies are really
Melt in
good.
your
We
mouth.
got some samples. James brought us some samples. Okay, they were pretty tasty.
Tastes like your granny made them.
Okay, so James, you actually brought up Driva, who was on your episode. Driva, when you came out, unfortunately, you didn't find a match either. And one of the main reasons that people ended up hopping on you was something kind of a little silly when we look back at it. But I mean, I guess at the time it was a big deal. But let's go ahead and see what it was that everyone ended up popping on.
Hi, I'm Driva.
Driva, okay, how old are you?
I'm above 30.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. How old did you say you were?
33.
33? Okay, yeah. How old did you say you were?
36.
36?
How old are you?
Above 30.
Above 30?
Mm-hmm.
You're not confident in it?
I'm waiting for my husband to have a kid.
Okay.
Because I didn't tell my age, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Braylon already ready to interject. Yeah,
You playing
yeah.
games. What you playing for?
Okay, so Drivas, it seemed like you focused a lot on the men's age, but then when it came to you, you were like above 30, like you didn't want to disclose yours at all. You kind of explained it a little bit, but do you want to kind of get into it?
You know what, y'all? I'm so sorry. If I could go back, I would just go ahead and tell the age. I didn't know that it was gonna be a big thing. My bad. Like, if I could go back in time, y'all, I would just say my age, because I didn't know it was gonna be a big thing like that.
So how old are you?
35, y'all. 35. Internet, I am 35.
You can't come on a show like this disclosing information. Do you got kids? I'm maybe. Like,
I didn't
what?
say that.
I know,
I didn't
I'm just
say.
saying. It's just,
Yeah. 35.
Thank you. Thank you.
Big love.
Thank you. If I ever do anything like this again, I will just disclose it all.
Because you mentioned on the show is because of like brand deals or something along those lines. Like,
Yeah.
So the brands wouldn't have taken you if you were a
Okay.
certain age, or what is it?
So I want to get into acting also, and I really kind of y'all know how like Carly Red, like if you look her up, you can't find her age. People like are like guessing about stuff like that, and certain celebrities lie about their age. Like I heard Beyonce isn't really the age that's on Google. I'm just saying. So
I'm a Beehive.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I was just about to say, yo.
Don't attack me. Don't attack me. Don't attack me.
Going on with you?
That's my girl.
Don't
That's the
attack me. Don't attack
queen.
me.
You
But
can't-
like, I just really didn't want it all the way out there. But hell, it's hell. The internet bullied me. 35.
You're still young. I mean,
Damn.
you're still young.
But yeah.
And I'll say for me, like, I didn't care what age you were. You know what I mean? Like, you could have been 55. You wearing it well. Like,
Nigga,
you know what
Jay,
I
I
mean?
like that. That's the
Word.
sauce right there.
Word. So I'm
Look,
coming in her
James trying to get his
defense on
balloon unpopped real quick.
that. Somebody bring me another balloon.
So I have a question.
Go ahead, Braylon.
So now, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Driva.
Driva. Now that you done tasted James' pies.
Do I want to give it
Hot seat. Hot
a try? Yeah, we can do that, James. We can link tomorrow. Yeah, what she said?
She said her and James could link tomorrow.
So
Come on now.
Brian, we can link tomorrow too. No,
Hey, yo. Nah, James. Don't go on that date, bro. Don't go on that date, bro. I was just about to say, oh, all right, she must have been feeling that. Now, I mean, James had or whatever the change up or the you know, he's talking a little bit more. She feeling him. Then she gonna throw that in there. Nah, look at Shorty's face right here. It says it all. Like, damn. Nah, she's crazy for that. James, don't go on that date.
Somebody bring me a toothpick for my individual balloon now. She talking about laying it up.
But Driva, I want to talk about something. I wanted you to stand on your age, right? Because it really doesn't matter how old you are. We don't care about that, right? But that's something important for a man to know when we dating and we're asking these particular questions. So it doesn't really matter if you're 35. You could be 45. If we want to get at you, we going to get at you.
No question.
And you look good.
Period.
Thank you.
See? But
But y'all just missed the point of what she said, the reason why. It wasn't because she wanted to lie to you. It's because she didn't want to put her age on the internet, is what she was saying. Because for acting deals, for deals in general, she said she might want to lie about her age. She didn't say she want to lie about her age to y'all. She's worried about what y'all was asking James about, which is promoting herself. Now, I mean, how she gonna look after this? She wasn't worried about y'all. knowing her age. Now, I mean, which goes to the integrity of what are you doing on the show? Are you on the show to promote yourself, or are you on the show to find love, or are you on the show to promote yourself? And if you on the show scared to give your age because of what's gonna happen for the people that's watching the show, the opportunities that's gonna come with it, you're not on there to find love. Because if you're trying to find love, you gotta give your age. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
You already took it back. You said, when I come back, I'm going to say my age.
Stand on that age.
Yeah.
Stand
on that age.
That's crazy. Quote of the night. Stand on that age.
Okay, all right. Well, our next person we're going to talk about also got a lot of comments. You know, a lot of people were saying like, oh, this girl has no self-confidence. You know, she keeps popping on assumptions, this, that, and the third. Let's take a look at who that could have possibly been.
I didn't mean to pop it, but
Oh, you didn't mean to pop it?
no, I have arthritis. Like, my hands are bad, and like
Oh.
it accidentally literally just popped. But I feel like you probably want a girl that's more like clean.
Why are you
cut.
assuming that? Why are you assuming?
And I'm just more edgier. I already know you're not gonna like it, but my last relationship was New Year's, January. So that's just
So you popped because you assumed that I wasn't gonna like it?
yeah.
Let's be real. She's another one. She's not on there trying to find love. She's a dancer. She's probably trying to build up her name. Put herself out there, and she figured just popping first would be the easiest thing. She giving different reasons for everything. I'm very invested on what she's about to say, why she was popping like this. Because I think she was just trying to cop out.
Because it's so recent, and the other women, you know, it's been a couple years, and
Nah, that ain't no
you know
reason.
the healing process. I'm not the best cook,
Okay.
and I dated a real estate agent before, and it just kind of clashed because I work more in entertainment music industry.
Okay, Zola. So after looking back, you know, at your time on Pop the Balloon, I don't know if you were able to see any of the comments, but a lot of like the viewers were like, why did she come on the show if, you know, all she was going to do is pop on people based off of her own assumptions? You know, no one ever said this, but she was popping on them. Like, were you able to like see that when you went back and watched it, or what were your thoughts on that?
I got thousands of messages, emails. I mean, positive and negative. I just try to focus on the light and positive side of things, you know, and it was so much like comments on everything, not just that, the insecurity, like just me like being a stripper and maybe not. Sometimes I like regret saying that I was a stripper, because it's just like I know what comes with it. So people just think like, oh, you're a stripper part-time, so how are you looking for love? How are you like even a woman of God? Like, it's just like all these things. Like, no, I'm still a woman of God, and like I still want love. And
I ain't gonna lie though, I hear what she's saying, but that star on her foot is crazy. If y'all don't see it, it's a 6-point star, and I'm gonna just let y'all look that up on your own time. But I ain't here to judge nobody. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
things like that, but it's just like overwhelming, like all the messages. Oh.
So I have a question.
Answer the question though.
I don't know what to say right now.
Yeah. Do you feel like your job is keeping you single? Like, do you get in your head about it? Like, is that something that prevents you from putting yourself out there? Do you feel like?
No, like when I'm every day I'm working in the music industry. I'm in the studio. I'm around celebrities every day. Like, I'm really working in the entertainment industry. So what I mean by entertainment industry is music, modeling, and acting. Okay. And being a boss that I am, and like a woman of God. The stripping that's just a 9-to-5 side hustle to me once in a while, once in a blue moon. That's not my life. Okay. You know, so it's just, I
respect it.
Okay, I think everybody's kind of thinking the same thing. Ma'am, this doesn't give you're not giving a good reason of why you popped the balloon on everybody. we're all looking for, yeah, you know, I am a little subconscious about it, but you're kind of like, I'm a busy person. I'm not a busy person, but I do music. I'm in music videos. I do this and I do that, and it's like, okay, what does that have to do with why you was popping a balloon on everybody before they could get to you about something you assumed about yourself? Once again, people, she was on there for clout. She was on there for clout. She was on there for purely to get herself out there. It was not to find love. I don't think she's interested in that. Nothing about her is giving that. You know what I mean? So you're on there saying, yeah, I'm constantly around artists and I'm constantly, okay, so are you looking for love, or like, what does that have to do with anything? It does, when things don't add up like that, there's something missing. There's something you're trying not to say.
Your transparency on that, because you didn't have to say that.
Exactly.
So when
that's
you come in
why
looking for love, you're putting that transparency out there, you're putting that truth out there and hoping the man accept that. So I respect that.
It's like I want to be honest and genuine and open about all areas of my life. But that's not my life. Like when I'm going to events and I'm networking with people, I don't say, oh, I'm a stripper. When I grow up, I want to be a stripper. No.
You said that's a 9 to 5 side hustle.
Yes, like that's
8
just
hours.
a job to me. Like I haven't been in the club for like 2 months now. Like that's once in a while here and there, you know? But every day my life is music, creating. Like I go to church every Sunday, you know? But that's probably hard to believe just because I said that. But the first thing that I said, if you watch the show, the first thing I said is, I'm a recording artist. That's my life every single day. Like I just dropped a song with Casey Veggies. Like
I don't think it's hard to believe that you go to church and you're a dancer. I think as a woman, you gotta do what you gotta do to still provide. And who is anybody to judge you for building an income? The fact that that doesn't define who you are. It just,
but it's just
it
like
just
I get it. Like I get it because I'm being realistic with everybody. Yeah. You know.
But why did you pop your balloon? You're saying that should not define you, but they didn't pop. Not like the people didn't pop the balloon on you. I think some people did because of your job. You popped the balloon on you, so you're saying it doesn't define you. But you let it define you before other people could even judge you. So that still does not answer the question. And my buddy,
you know, like all, the lineup of men, you know, that were truck drivers and this and that. I'm just being realistic and genuine because I was that hypocrite. I wasn't a stripper my whole life. Like I started very late in my life, probably like 27 years old, 28 years old.
But the work that you do does kind of define who you are, just like if you found out.
No, it don't. It don't. But I will say, like, it gave me the confidence. You definitely have to be confident to just be in the music industry, to perform.
Okay, so you mean to tell me if somebody's a drug dealer, that doesn't define the type of person they are?
To do all these things, you got to have some level of confidence.
I get it, but we're talking about your the
people just focused on that, and I really wish they didn't focus on that, because it's just like, I'm more than a pretty face. I'm more than just some stripper. That's just some job to me.
It's kind of hard to not to focus on that, because if I'm a man and I'm looking for love, I wouldn't want a woman.
Then take me out of it. Like that, hey, that would be great. If I could have a man that's a
I want to
provider.
interject really quick.
Take me out of that.
Yeah, so as far as that stripping thing, you know, a little traumatized. But no, I would say being honest about it.
And I'm traumatized as well.
Trust
just
me,
being
we
a
going
black
through the same
woman
thing.
in the industry, music industry, and what I've been through.
I get it, the entertainment business, trust me. But what I want to say is this: the fact that you are honest about it, as long as you have to lead with that. You know what I mean? I know you're saying like, oh, I did it 2 months ago, whatever the case is, but when you talk to someone, they're going to feel like it's right now. You know what I mean? So as long as you're transparent
And that's why I popped my balloon, because being realistic, most likely I'm going to work with a guy that's working in the entertainment industry. So when I say entertainment, I'm not saying male porn star, male stripper, no.
Well,
music industry, sports, they're most likely going to understand me more.
But you're
because
saying,
it goes hand in hand. Like
no, I get what you're saying with
Cardi
that. But
B, like I look up to that.
You're saying, but that's why you popped your balloon. But it's almost, I don't want to say like a coward way, but you popped your balloon with the preconceived notion that yours is going to get popped instead of allowing it to see what's going to happen. It's like you shooting yourself in the foot before it even starts.
It doesn't matter if the balloon got popped or not. I'm not going to go on a date because I didn't feel a deep connection with anybody.
How you feel a deep connection in 30 seconds?
Okay, like not even that. The physical attraction wasn't there. You know, I'm just going off like women intuition.
But what I'm
me?
saying,
Like,
isn't it like a shot in the foot? You're like,
they're dropping gems right now. I had some issues with my camera for a second, but they dropping gems. She makes no sense, bro. She's not making no sense at all. First of all, a job is not just a job. Because again, if somebody was a drug dealer, you would judge him. You would think whether or not I want to deal with somebody that's in that life, even if you wasn't in that life. Being a stripper, you have to expose your body. The thing that is sacred for your husband to see when y'all get home, you are shaking that thing in front of strangers. So yes, that is not just a regular 9 to 5 that you just do. And then again, you popped first. Nobody judged you. Like, you judged yourself. I mean, some people did pop, but you judged yourself. Then she just said, if I could bring this real quick.
Okay, like not even that.
Listen.
The physical on a date because
this is where she told
yourself in the foot before it even starts.
It doesn't matter if the balloon got popped or not. I'm not.
It didn't matter if the balloon got popped or not. I'm not going on.
Gonna go on a date because I didn't feel a deep.
So why are you on the show? To promote yourself. You just told on yourself, and watch how she tries to retract because I think she thought about what she just
connection
said.
with anybody.
How you feel a deep connection in 30 seconds?
Okay, like not even that. The physical attraction wasn't there. You know, I'm just going off like women intuition.
But what I'm saying,
like,
isn't it like a shot in the foot? You're like not even trying.
Maybe one date, yeah, sure, you know. But I can't see further than that. And I'm 31 years old. And just based off experience, you know, dating guys that are outside of the entertainment industry, they try to change me or they try to judge me like what you're doing right now.
That's the preconceived notion. No, we're not judging you at all. We're just bringing to light on what men think and what a lot of men
and that's why, like, the entertainment industry like is going to be more understanding.
But not
and
all.
I'm more comfortable with that.
Yeah, but the
listen to how.
Thing is that you guys don't know how men think because you're not a man.
Even
y'all simple, though, to be honest. Y'all simple men.
Again,
and there's women that dance in the strip club and they find a whole husband. There's like artists like Cash Doll in the entertainment industry.
They're outliers in everything.
And she find her a partner.
There's so
Honey,
many
don't
women
let nobody
in this industry
you or
that
judge you.
They're not even open about
do.
it. Are you crazy? Most of these women are married. They're in relationships. They're going to college. You know, I just hate that people assume like, oh, you're a stripper, so you're not smart. I get it because I was that hypocrite. In my younger days, I never smoked. I never drank. I was the hypocrite that was saying, oh, I would never dance. Like, that's degrading to women. Like, but you just can never say never. Like, you just never know how life is going to turn out for you for any situation. So, like, I get it. But I'm being realistic and I'm letting those guys off easy.
Yeah.
We're not going to work out.
Dorian, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Yeah. I respect the naked hustle. Let's be honest. Most of the people that, women that are, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people that are in church or things are reformed. You know what? As far as how I feel about it, I feel like you might have been projecting a little bit. I think you need to stand on business about what you do and why you do it for yourself, first of all. And then you should use it as a testimony for other young girls that are growing into women. You could be a testimony for somebody, but don't let any man make you feel bad about what you do and why you do it, because you know why you do it.
Because it's not my life.
Exactly.
My life is
when I met you, you're very humble.
Music.
You're very humble. You're very beautiful, and you're very sweet. I didn't even know you were a dancer. So
next time, because I don't go out there, hey, I'm a stripper, nice to meet you. No, I'm a recording artist, nice to meet you. Like I really
They
work
look
in
at
this
it in a
music
ne-
industry.
They
and
look
people
at it
just
in a
wanna-
negative way. They look at
It's
it in a negative
annoying.
way. I look at it in a positive way. Like I said, if you look in the Bible, I don't know exactly which book of the Bible was, but I could have sworn the lady that touched Jesus' cloak. Y'all know what I'm talking about, was a prostitute. I don't know. I'm not saying you're a prostitute, but what I'm saying is that you can use it as
And that's like another thing.
Yeah.
There's different levels to
To
this.
things.
There's strippers, there's prostitutes, there's escorts. No, I'm just a stripper.
Y'all, I know y'all can't see me right now. I'm getting my camera fixed. But I just want to point out, this is part of the issue right here. You have a whole bunch of single women telling this woman what she's doing is okay. You're going to find a good man. Girl, you're good. Don't you ever stand down. Then you have the men, the single men, or even the man that's over there. He's in a relationship. The guy on the other couch, he's in a relationship now with one of the ladies he met on the Pop the Balloon. He's even saying, we not into that. Nah, we don't like that. Nah, we don't, that's not cool. But all the women are like, yeah, girl, do it. Get your bag. I don't mind the naked hustle. Yeah, but she's not going to try to marry a woman one day. Or is she? So that's the thing. There's a lot of women that are backing things that men don't like. And then y'all feel good about yourselves because other single women are telling you, girl, it's okay. Keep doing it. But all the while, the type of man that you want does not want a woman that does that. Isn't that ironic to y'all? Those are the only people that's backing her.
For here and
Are you
there,
ashamed of it?
This is not every day.
Are you ashamed of it?
No, I'm not ashamed of it. It's just, it's not my life. Like, I just see it as, it's just here and there.
All right,
my
let's
life
go ahead
is
and let's go ahead and move on to our next topic then. So, Braylon, during your episode, seems like you had a lot to say, you know, and some of the things you said caused a lot of controversy.
To sum it up, bro, she was full of it. She was on this show just same way my man said, James with the pies, whatever he said. Peep how she kept saying, I'm a recording artist. I'm a recording artist. I'm a recording. Ma'am, you still have not explained to us why you were popping on yourself. That didn't make no sense.
Controversy, you know, the comments were going crazy on you. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of your clips.
Honestly, bro, he was just trying to be funny the whole episode. If y'all don't see that, there's all wrong with you. Like, he was just being funny. The same way he's being funny here. If y'all don't know, that's just his personality. I don't think he was trying to make anybody feel bad, but let's go.
Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Initially, I thought the shoe was beautiful, but it's too much weave. The toes hanging off the shoes for me. So, yeah, I just kind of, the toes, like she gripping the side of the shoe. Cute, I like the smile.
Thank you.
It's the hair, man. It's too much weave. It's a lot going on. She said she was from Kenya, and I get a lot of scam calls, and I just don't want to be dealing with that. And it's the accent. I feel like I'm going to be saying, huh? What you say?
Okay.
All right. So,
I feel like the weave was real. Like, he was dead ass about the weave, which is accurate because, like, okay, how do you look under there? Like, I always say I don't mind weave at all. Like, my mom wear weave, my wife wears weave, my sisters wear weave. I don't mind. But when you take your weave out, in my opinion, you should not look like a completely different person. Same thing with makeup. If you look like a completely different person, it's literally like I've been bamboozled. Like, come on.
Braylon, stomping on the balloon. What was that about?
That's how I felt.
So we gave you pics. Was that not good enough?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Stomping on the balloon.
Yeah,
like you stomped on it. Was that not good enough?
Did this nigga say clown activity? Bro, you're the biggest clown out of everybody that's here. Like, bro, your episode was probably the worst. You was the sassiest dude, and I don't even like when that word is used against men because it's usually used out of context. But you saying clown activity is crazy. Black jeans, black sneakers, black Air Force Ones, and white socks should be enough for you to be in jail. Yo, my camera is almost charged back up. My fault, yo.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Stomping on the balloon.
Yeah,
like you stomped on it.
I had to stand on business.
Wow.
Yeah.
At 37, stomping on balloons.
That's what I want to do.
Clown activity, man.
You said what?
That's clown activity.
Hey, you 50 and you on the show. That's clown activity. But you know, we
guess
all
what?
trying to have a good time.
But guess what?
Kill
though?
his
I don't
ass.
look 40.
I don't mad at it, man.
You heard me? And I got all my hair. Take the hat off.
I don't. the
You said
know
he was
what?
catfishing, huh?
I'm happy, but you got a spray on hairline, my boy. You don't want to do that with me. That's one thing you don't want to do. With
He mad
joke
because he
around
don't
with
have
me,
no
shorty.
hair. I got the hair.
Hold on. Nobody can say anything if he got a size 22 waistline. You a grown ass man, my boy. Don't do that with me.
22 waistline.
Okay, yes, that's what you got.
In other words, you a little nigga. Like, bro, stop, bro. You's a little nigga.
That's one thing you don't want to do with me. You got them skinny small jeans on. Stay in your lane, my boy. Now
What
keep
lane is
going.
that? What you talking about? Stay in your lane. I got my own lane. I'm carving it.
Skinny small jeans. Be easy.
Top tier, you bottom tier.
I just want to say, you sat here to most of
go ahead, I'm
those
sorry.
women, and you were telling those women that they had too much weave.
Yeah.
But you've been sitting here on my girl since she been here,
I've been
and the
to-
hair is the same.
I've been talking to her.
Oh, okay, I'm just
Just
wondering.
like I've
I'm
been,
confused.
just like I've been talking to all the other women.
You got a crush
Nah,
on me?
you
when I
been
was on
her.
there.
Another, she just sound like a real bimbo. See, just because somebody has a conversation with you does not mean they're on your body. Please, women, stop getting that confused. Know what I mean? Because now when a man is just being respectful, it seems that he's trying to hit on you. Know what I mean? But stop that. She sounded crazy. She should have kept that to herself. You good. You got your man. Just shh. You know what I mean?
So, Braylon, are you typically, that straightforward with people in like person when you meet them? Like, you'll tell them like, "Ooh, I'm not gonna talk to you because your toes hanging off," and like.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I just won't talk to them. But we on a show,
Right.
and they come out, and you guys asking us for our opinion. And to be honest with you, this stuff is about clicks.
No, it's not.
I mean, okay, in a sense.
For you, it is.
We want. Okay. We looking for the clicks. We looking for the honesty. I wanted to stand out in a sense, but I definitely wanted to be honest on how I felt, though.
Okay.
When the roles are reversed and the women are judging us in a sense, all the guys can understand that. They tell us one thing is that our height. Pretty sure you can understand that, young man. It's our height.
Young man.
We can't change that. But a woman can change about how she wears her hair. And I can change I can feel how I want to feel if I like this woman or if I don't like this woman. And we only get 20 seconds with them. So it's not enough for me to be like, well, even though she wears weave, I still like her, what's inside of her and things of that nature. No, we just going off the physical. And if the physical doesn't attract me, then I have to say, because you tell us what to say.
Oh, I do not tell you what to say.
So can I ask
tell us
a
what to
question?
say.
Those words came out of your own mouth. I
Tell us
simply
what
ask
to
a
say.
question.
I'm like, can I ask a question? What are you looking for? What's your
This is the problem, though. First of all, it's clear that he be joking. It's clear that he was on the I'm being funny. You know what I mean? I think what happened is he didn't like what was in front of him. If he seen something that was in front of him, he definitely would have went with it. In my opinion, that's what I think he's saying. But it's also entertainment. I think when he said clicks, it's entertainment as well. Now, I mean, so what he understood was, yeah, I'm gonna get ahead and I'm gonna say no to her, but I'm gonna give an entertaining no. Of course, everybody, oh no, this is not for entertainment, ma'am. All y'all super promoting yourself. Stop it. All he was doing was give an entertaining no. Know what I mean? Like, that's that. Like, and y'all mad at that. Like, how y'all sound? I feel like what he's saying is 100% correct. He should have kept his mouth quiet. You know what I mean? Because when they get to you, they gonna give you the business. And he little man'd you. You know what I mean? You just need to be quiet out of everybody. Because the bald head look a lot better than that spray on. Respect.
Oh, man, he need a man weave.
So, okay, Braylon. So you said.
He need a man weave.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. So, Braylon, you said you
Like,
came
because you
on.
don't-
Guys, please hold on 1 second.
No, respectfully.
So you're saying it's for clicks. So are you saying you came on just to get a viral moment?
No,
Is
I'm sorry, I misspoke when I said that.
Okay.
I meant to say like it's you want to be different in some ways and things of that nature.
Okay.
So this is
Entertainment, bro. Like, I know exactly what he's saying. Everybody playing stupid, but he wasn't on there trying to be viral, bro. Like it didn't give. I mean, it did give a little bit of that vibe. I'll change that. It did give a little bit of a like he wants his moment to be the one to go out there, but he didn't overly promote himself though. Know what I mean? Y'all did, and y'all are acting, especially for her to have the mic in her hand right now, and her. You're wild for this. Everybody playing dumb is crazy right now.
Is how Ohio gets down?
Not at all. Shout out to Ohio.
Cleveland.
What's your type, though? I would love to know.
I want to know.
I love
to cut people down to be different, though.
No, we wanted to be honest. I've seen many episodes of this show, and like I said, the first thing that a woman would say is talk about a man's height and things of that nature. And it's like, yo, we can't do anything about our height.
We can't do nothing about our height. But the minute we say something about your weave, it's problematic. Oh, you're so judgy. Why you gotta tear us down? But y'all sit here and look at a man and call him short real quick. Sit here and look at a man and say, nah, you too light-skinned real quick. But as soon as a man say something like, nah, it's too much weave, oh, it's problematic. Oh. Which is why y'all on this damn couch.
But what
See why
are
I
you
was
doing in
nice?
that moment? It's your moment.
He was
Yes,
prejudging
and I'm being
you
honest
guys.
about my moment. If I don't like the weave, that's what I don't like.
So
you
what
don't
do you like?
I like a natural woman.
Exactly.
I love a natural
why
woman.
y'all acting like? Why is everybody act? I'm sorry, I keep stopping it, y'all. Why are they saying, "What do you like?" As if you don't understand the opposite of weave. The opposite of weave is no weave. What the hell? like, why are you acting confused? The opposite of fake is natural. What the hell? Why are y'all acting so confused off of that? It's clear.
I love someone that's soft. I love a woman that basks in her femininity. I love a woman that loves to cook, and I love a woman who likes to love on me.
Look at her.
You know, I like what likes me, and I'm used to women like my grandmother, my mom. They didn't wear weave and things like that.
Okay, look.
They didn't have weave back in
Right,
your granny days,
we're talking
for
about
real.
look.
I'm saying.
Let's stay on looks here.
Yeah, that's what I
Look,
love a
you
natural
went into
woman.
cooking. Okay, we all can cook. I mean, we better know how to cook. We gotta eat. What's your look type?
Not
I can't. It's not a certain look.
It has to be because you're popping on weave.
I said that I don't like weave.
But we love to wear weave, honey.
Yes, and y'all wear weave for each other. Y'all don't wear weave for us. I guarantee you, probably, if it's 5 guys, 3 to 4 of us don't like weave. But we'll take it though because that's what y'all do. But we don't prefer that stuff.
fact.
Y'all wear that to be in competition with each other.
You are so fake.
He is really delusional.
That's real.
That is so
I'm sorry.
fake.
You accessorize. I wear
Y'all-
Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. And anybody that's watching my video right now, pay attention to this. Pay attention how all the ladies are against what he said, but none of the men are against what he said. None of that. Look. He's looking down. Look, he's looking down. He got that look like that nigga just spoke facts. That. My son right here in the back, look, he's
Heard
about
that
to-
stuff.
he's about to
Y'all
agree
wear
as
that
well.
to be
Watch
in
this.
competition with each other.
You are so fake.
He is really delusional.
That's real.
That is so
I'm sorry.
You accessorize.
All the guys are on the same, and I'm watching, and I'm even saying that. Now, granted, I'm not saying they in competition with each other, but if I had to choose between Weavy Wonder and the natural, I'm gonna choose the natural every time. Know what I mean? I'm gonna choose natural every time. Like, do I mind weave? I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. But the same way I tell my daughter, baby, you are beautiful the way you are. Know what I mean? Anytime her mom put braids in her hair, you are beautiful the way you are. Same thing with my wife. My wife, she do her hair. I always remind her that your natural hair is beautiful to me. Know what I mean? Because I never want you to think you need anything extra to be beautiful. You are beautiful with me, even with your hair, with your weave or whatever. You still look good. But that's the disconnect of how guys and girls see it. Like, and look at everybody. So even Arlette look like, huh? It's a fact.
Wear
Y'all always say that.
Hey,
We wear it for ourselves.
Hey, if the brothers up here don't step up and say nothing, y'all better not.
We wear it for ourselves.
There's nothing wrong with weed.
We just
but
like to have fun.
It's not like, I mean, some dudes just don't care. Like, if you get your hair done, it's not really for us. It's not a make or break thing for a lot of
You
us.
saying is we like to have fun. Y'all doing it for y'all. It's
y'all
not.
wanna look good,
It's not for us.
For
It's for y'all.
ourselves, not to be in competition.
Yeah,
It's for y'all.
Do you put on a chain to be in competition with another man?
No. Anybody? No.
Okay,
No.
yeah.
Chain
So
might
that's
be
not
smaller than
how it
somebody
is
else's,
for
you know?
how we choose to wear our hair and nails. It's not competition.
We talking about
The whole competition thing, I don't know. That's out the window. But whether or not men really like that, he just spoke facts. Know what I mean, that's not for us. You know what I mean? Like, that's not for us.
about hair. We talking
Chainz.
about
Yeah, but
we
that's
talk-
for us. That's not in
again,
competition.
and she's asked me,
Yeah.
what do I like?
Yeah.
I have a right to have.
You do.
My,
You
yeah,
do.
but you could have kept the part when you said
You
that
said we
did
do
some
it for competition.
That's where you
Yeah.
crossed the line.
You ladies do it for yourself. Y'all don't
When
do
y'all
it.
get your hair done, who's the first one to compliment you on your hair? Another woman, right? Most likely.
My daddy.
Right.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
just-
so
I'm
we're
just-
gonna
I'm
go
just
ahead and
here
move
being a truth
on.
teller. I'm sorry.
Yes, we heard you, Braylon. We heard you. So, Shayna, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So obviously, accountability was a word that was thrown around a lot during your segment. When they were referring to you, they were calling you purple dress. All through the comments. So let's see what people were talking about and why they said that.
Yeah, why are you single?
Oh, okay. We'll still ask.
You are handsome. You are definitely my type. I just did not like the question. I feel like when men ask that sometimes, they're trying to find something wrong. And I'm single because I'm single. I haven't met the person. I just didn't like the question.
From your last relationship, name one thing that you did wrong and one thing that he did wrong.
I'm not answering that.
Okay.
Lack of accountability.
Yeah, facts.
I thought it was so cute.
So Shayna, what do you have to say, about the comments?
I thought it was so cute.
Okay.
Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that, ladies. Pay attention, fellas. The man say lack of accountability. The woman says, I thought that was cute, girl. Is women like this in your corner? My fault, I got on the wrong thing. Is women like this in your corner that's keeping you where you're at instead of correcting you like, girl, you can't be like that. I thought it was so cute. Meanwhile, he says lack of accountability.
Lack of accountability.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, I thought it was so cute.
So Shayna, what do you have to say, about the comments saying you just have lack of accountability, you didn't want to take any type of accountability when it came to some of these questions? What do you have to say about that?
Okay, so honestly, when I filmed the episode, I left there on such a high. I was like, oh my gosh, this was so fun. And I even spoke to my match, Jeremiah, and a couple that we went out with. I'm like, they're gonna drag me a little bit because I wasn't answering some questions, but I didn't know it was gonna be to that extent. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all came from my life. And I know I can't go back and fix the past. I can only grow from what happened. When I first was reading the comments, I was like, no, but I had to sit down and think about it. If 2,000-3,000 people are saying something, I have to change something, I have to fix something. So I went back and watched the episode, and if I could have changed something, I would have answered the questions. One of my mistakes that I made going on the show was I live a somewhat private life, and I'm going on a public platform, and thought that I didn't have to answer certain stuff, and I learned that was a big mistake. I am a very accountable person, but so my match on the show, which was Jeremiah, shout out to Jeremiah. I could honestly, I did apologize to him after the show that I should have given him the opportunity to pop if I didn't want to pop my balloon. I should have let that up to him. And then after the show, I did answer the question answer his question. And the first guy that asked, why am I single? I could have answered that question too. So, I'm watching the episode, and I got a lot of positive feedback and I got a lot of negative feedback, and I can only grow from what happened. So yeah.
Okay, all right. So just to open it up to everyone.
Yeah, that's the biggest red flag ever. the very first thing you should ask someone when you're talking, especially I'm talking to dudes, is like, what happened in your previous relationship and what did you do for that? We had that conversation about what I did. I mean, aside from the show I'm talking about. But, and then I had a conversation with Chanel about that, but that's the first question. What did you do for that relationship?
Because let's think about it. What if the relationship ended because she's a nympho? If y'all know what a nympho is, look it up. Or maybe you shouldn't look it up. Y'all didn't get that information from me. Hopefully you're over 18. I'm not telling you to look that up. I take that back. Listen, what if all your relationships you cheated? Every one of your relationships you struggle with being faithful. Wouldn't somebody want to know that? It's just like at a job interview. They ask, why'd you leave your last job? Anywhere you go, they ask you what happened the last time you tried to do this. It ain't got to be because of you. Even if it is because of you. Like, I was straight up with my wife. One of my relationships, I messed that up. That's in my past. I'm a lot far gone from that person I was. Or, now I mean, how I felt in that relationship. But that's part of my truth. If you can't tell me that, you're only going to tell me what the stuff you want to? That's what that tells me.
Quote unquote, not work. Because most, and no feminist type stuff, but I'm not saying, but most women or most people will just go say, oh, it's just the guy, he did this. No. And that's a red flag in itself. If they can't say one thing what's hard about dating you? That's a question you should ask anyone you're speaking to. And if you can't answer that, what's hard about dating, you can't say one thing that's hard about dating you, stay away from that woman.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let me address Tim before you speak. I do agree with you, and like I said, I learned from this experience. And if you guys remember, I did say we both did something wrong. It wasn't just him, it wasn't just me, it was both of us collective. But in that moment, like, it's action. Cameras are, none of this was rehearsed. Y'all, when we go on this show, Arlette don't meet us with us in the back. This is what's gonna happen. It's literally action, and just that was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm sorry. Let me finish. When I spoke to Jeremiah, and I did answer the question. I'm not perfect. I have fallen. And I do take accountability that I did do things wrong in my past relationship. If I could go back and fix it, and I apologize to everybody that I did get upset, I would have answered the question. There's no way that I said I was perfect, I didn't do anything wrong. I did not say that one time. So people that are saying I'm a red flag because of that.
Nobody is perfect, including you, honey.
Yeah, no one is perfect, and I apologize to my match. I can only grow from the situation, so I did say what I did wrong and what he did wrong, and we both moved on from the situation.
Absolutely.
Real quick follow-up. So, but you're saying, like, oh, none of this is rehearsed. When you're saying, oh, all these cameras and stuff, well, why wouldn't your first reaction be to tell the truth?
Okay, so I didn't lie. I did not lie. In that moment, I was the only one. I'm addressing the moment with me and Jeremiah. I was the only one who still had my balloon at that moment. The only person. And when he asked me that question, it was just me guarding my heart in that moment, because I was in a room full of strangers. I didn't know anyone, and that was just me protecting myself in that moment. And I didn't feel like it was like a safe environment for me to open up myself in that manner.
I honestly, I understand what she's saying. I'm not even gonna lie. So if it's something that's drawn out, granted. Now, see, this is the problem with this show a little bit. The problem is we're judging people based off of how they're handling a public dating setting. Now, I mean, like, what's, like, for instance, the bald dude, when he was saying something about shorty feet, would he do that if he seen a girl in the club? He walk up to her and be like, yeah, nah, I don't want to date you. I don't like your feet. Nah, he probably just wouldn't talk to her. But this is also entertainment, which is why y'all have so many episodes, which is why you ask the questions you ask, which is why you have this reunion, just like Love and Hip Hop at the end. Now, I mean, it's also entertainment. So maybe she would not have been that apprehensive in the real life. But if we're playing this like this was real life, that is very much a red flag. But to what she's saying, whether or not she's comfortable on going into her past relationship, it may have been traumatizing or whatever, I could see why she wouldn't have want to talk about that in this setting. I could see it. The more she talks about it, because she doesn't seem like first of all, she took accountability, so that was already a green flag. And then just how she's kind of bringing us into her mind of being into that situation, I could kind of relate. Like, would I want to sit there and go into my emotions on this show with lights, cameras, like, versus if I'm just one-on-one with somebody? It's not the same thing. Even though they try to make it seem like it's the same thing because it's a show, is not really the same thing. So I can understand what she.
I didn't know anyone to just start saying stuff about me. Had I had gone back, I would have absolutely answered the question. It was nothing bad. It was nothing scary. You know what I mean? I was just really guarding myself in that moment. And it didn't turn out the way I thought it would have turned out, you know? But moving forward, if that question is asked to me again, I will answer it.
So we're on a public platform, so we're looking for transparency.
I agree.
So when they ask the question and the first thing you do is pop, in my mind automatically is you ran.
Yeah, I agree. I can't say what you're saying is wrong because I did run in that moment. Like I said, if I was able to do it again, I would have let Jeremiah pop the balloon. I wouldn't have popped it or the other guy. So they're telling us to.
If she's saying, if she's taking accountability, look, if somebody says sorry, if somebody takes accountability for their wrong, I'm not for kicking you. I'm not going to keep kicking you. Like, I just want to make sure that you understand that wasn't the right way to handle that situation. Now, I mean, because a lot of times, the person that handled the situation, and you feel like they handled it wrong, like the person in question, they usually don't know exactly how they came off to where, like, that was their true intention. I feel like patterns could show somebody's intention. And there go my camera again. We're going to play it.
To move forward. So I hope I did answer your question. You guys, I am very accountable. I have people around me who keeps me accountable. The picture that was painted was not me, but I grew from the situation.
Notice that the one girl said, "Oh, girl, I thought it was cute."
I learned, if you live a private life, do not go on a public platform.
Well spoken. I would like, can I just say one thing, like just in your defense, with everything you said, coming out in front of people, you don't know anyone, just that question, why are you single? Women, we just don't like it. We'll answer it, but sometimes when we get that question on the phone, it's like, you know, like, I don't want to talk about that right now.
Is that?
It's nothing.
That's crazy to me because this is her man. Like, I think they in an actual relationship right now. And he said, you have to ask that question. And for her to say, we don't like that question, why don't y'all like that question? What if the guy did something bad? Do you still not like that question? That's crazy. Like, where's the accountability? I'm starting to see who's the problem. You got grown folks and you got little kids and grown folks' bodies.
Nothing wrong with having that conversation, but sometimes timing is important when you ask that question. And when a guy approaches a woman and be like, "Man, you look good, you got everything. Why are you single?"
Mm-hmm. It's like translation.
I don't want to talk about that
What's
right
wrong
now.
with you?
My
Yeah, it's
answer
like
to that, why
translation.
we're single, because we were God made Adam, and when he made Adam, he made Eve. He didn't make Eve and Samantha and Sarah and multiple women. He made Adam with Eve, one person. So when we're living in this life, when there's multiple people and it's kind of hard to maneuver to find your person, you found your person. Both of you put in the work to find that.
Right. So,
but a lot of us
when,
have to put in that work.
So
to
when
find
I
our
asked though, why are you single? It's simple to say, I just haven't found my person.
And that's what I said. That's exactly what I said too. Maybe I shouldn't have popped, you know. And like I said, it's like men are trying to find something wrong with us. I'm single because like I said, I haven't met my match. I haven't met my soulmate, and I believe that God is keeping him somewhere for me, and I'm okay on waiting. You know,
But
and
I feel like that answer is already there. Like,
Yeah.
why would you ask somebody why you single?
Because
Like,
not everybody's on that.
what you want me
level.
to tell you?
Not
Oh, because I beat up my boyfriend?
Right.
Like, I don't know what you want.
Ladies, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think, I want y'all to comment below right now. Do y'all think what they're saying is okay? That a woman should be able to hide the reason why she's single? A woman shouldn't have to say why she's not in a relationship. She should not have to talk about her last relationship. Do y'all think that's okay? Do y'all think that is okay? Imagine a world where nobody talked about their past. Nobody brought up their past on why it didn't work out. Or imagine a person you with right now never told you that their last person that they was with, that person they was with felt like that they were so in love, you know, and all this and all that, and they cheated on them. Now, I mean, like, the person you with broke that other person's heart, but they waited 6 years later, and they did it in the worst way with her best friend. Would you want to be with somebody like that? Or made a pass at his ex's mom? Something outlandish. Or something with kids, something strange. Wouldn't you want to know that? Okay. But when it comes to, oh, y'all might have to take some accountability, I don't like that question. What the hell? But I guarantee you want us to talk about it.
I want to hear when you ask that, why are you single?
Tell the truth. We want the truth.
But, so what do you mean the truth?
I got 5 kids and it's
true. We want the truth.
But, so what do you mean the truth?
I got 5 kids and it's hard for somebody to accept that.
So that's what you want somebody to say?
No, we want the truth.
Whatever the truth is.
We want transparency.
We want transparency.
That's it.
I got 5
Why are you guys single? Okay. Why are you single?
We're matched.
Yeah,
over.
we're quiet.
We're matched
Well,
over.
I'm just saying difference.
Reggie said, my match is here.
Why were you single before?
Same reason, not finding your person.
That's true.
And then being open to finding the right person.
See, when I answered like I answered
because we don't know you. Because we don't know you. We're just meeting you.
If you're intelligent enough to know that a person hasn't found their person yet,
We don't know
then you're
their
intelligent
story.
to know why someone's
So
single.
I'm supposed to
They
look
found
at
their
you and
person.
know your story automatically. We don't have to ask you questions to get to know you. That's what the
Yeah,
questions
you
are
can
for.
ask questions, but at the end of the day,
That's
what's
that's
the
what dating is. I'm
like?
asking
What,
questions.
at the end of the
What have
day,
you been
like
through? What's your experience? What's your story? Why are you single?
See if they're crazy, basically.
that's different. That's different. But the
It ain't
question
gotta be
why you
extra
single
deep,
on the
just have a
popular balloon
conversation.
shows, like what you want me to do? Tell you on the
It's
popular balloon why I'm
It's
single?
communication.
Pay attention, ladies. And I think my man right here is starting to realize she's a red flag. Good luck, bro. Good luck, bro. She's a red flag. And I think he's seeing it right here. I think he's seeing it right here, bro. She's a red flag. Pay attention. All the fellas is like, why wouldn't you want to talk about yourself, though? Like, why wouldn't you, want to tell the person you dating about your past? All the ladies, I don't think it's necessary. Like, it don't really matter. Once again, the ladies are keeping the ladies single.
Jason, tell me the truth. Just talk to me. Let me know me. Don't try to overthink it. Like, nah, it ain't that deep. Tell me exactly.
It's timing. Period.
You don't. But
It's timing.
you know what to expect from this show.
It's
You
timing.
know what to expect. You came on the show and you're.
All right, so
Millions of
then
people.
don't get mad at
He seems way too mature for a woman like this, honestly. She just doesn't seem emotionally intelligent for these type of conversations. She's just snappy. Like, shorty, do you even understand, like, the issue? Like, do you even understand?
somebody choose not to answer a question on the show.
You cannot. We on a public
always have
platform.
to
We're on the
to
pop-
decline.
All right,
Right.
y'all. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. This is Mike's topic, which is a good segue because we moving on to our lovely engaged couple here. Let's give it up for them. All right. So obviously, Mike and Kay, you guys are our first Pop the Balloon or Find Love engaged couple. And we are so happy for y'all. Let's go ahead and see your journey and what it took for you guys to get to where you are today.
I just wanted to know where you were from, and then how do you feel about men with kids?
I'm from Dallas, Texas,
Okay.
and I would prefer him not to have kids
Okay.
because I don't have kids. But I'm open-minded.
You didn't let her finish.
She says she would prefer, so I don't want her to settle. I want her to get exactly what she wants.
I feel that. I appreciate that.
I have 2 children, so 19, 14. I'm very interested. If anything, I think you're very beautiful. I like the way you carry yourself. You said you're big on health, stuff like that. I'm into that. So yeah, I would have kept, but maybe I should have held on, let you make the decision. But
Yeah,
at the same
also
time,
I'm open-minded, but
Okay. If I'll take a balloon back and then I'll let you make the decision.
yeah, get your balloon
Okay.
back. That's
Can we get a
crazy.
balloon back? Let's get a balloon back.
Crazy how it almost didn't even happen.
Let me
Hold on,
finish.
let me move myself out the way. My fault.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and I don't feel like I'm rushing it. I feel like it's natural. So, honestly.
Are you serious? Oh.
That's so fire, bro.
Nicole, I love you deeply, man. And we are moving at our own pace, regardless of anybody else's opinion. You are a special woman, man. And when a man knows, he knows. And I believe from the bottom of my heart that you are my person, my best friend, the person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with and just have a good time, man. We just enjoy this ride together, man. So will you do me the honor and be my wife?
Yes!
I'm crying. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, that was so beautiful.
That
Did you
was
know?
so
Did you know you was gonna do that?
amazing.
Okay, hold on, y'all. So obviously, Mike, you're a man of you are a man of like words.
Look, man,
Yeah.
I am a poet, but you know the words just came naturally, man. It's easy to just express yourself when the sentiment is genuine. So, you know, Kay's a beautiful woman, just a great person in general. So, you know, I mean every word, and we've been rocking ever since. So, yeah.
That's good. That's good. So I'm not gonna lie. When y'all first walked off on Pop the Balloon, I was a little unsure about you guys. I was like, dang, I don't know, man. he popped, and she's not sure about the kids. You know, whatever
The way
it is.
he grabbed my hands when we walked off, he wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure. But so, you know, obviously he initially popped because he does have kids. Have the kids, how's that been like for you? I know because first you were a little iffy about it. How has it been?
Oh, it's been good for me.
Okay.
I mean, it's my co-parenting situation has always been good. My kids are a little bit older, so it's never really any issues. And then the kids are older, they welcome Kay in, and just, you know, they're teenagers. As long as they're happy, everybody's happy, I'm happy, then it's been a good situation. So.
Yeah, the family, both of our families have been very supportive so far. So.
Good. So speaking of your families, how was it? Were they shocked that you guys, you know, because how long after you guys met did you get engaged?
Two.
It was about a month and a couple weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so-
I knew after like 2 weeks,
Period.
you know, what I was gonna do. So then we went to the follow-up, and yeah, and that was that.
So how did they take
later.
it? How did they take it when you guys told
I mean,
them?
they was shocked. They was shocked like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't expect the reaction on the internet to be what it is, but I mean, it's a lot of love and support. You know, people telling us their journey, their stories, and saying when you know is a true statement, man. It's kind of like one of those things that's,
Bro, when you know, you know.
like, you can't really explain, but when you know, you definitely know. So.
Yeah.
Right. Like my family was definitely like, are you sure? But then I told them, you know, watch the show, watch the proposal, and they did. They saw his character. They saw, you know, all the things he was saying about me, and they were happy for me after seeing it, after seeing us together.
Yeah.
You can sometimes you just got to see it to believe
You
it.
can feel y'all.
Congratulations, y'all.
Connected.
Thank
and it's
you.
so high vibrational.
Thank you.
I'm
And
so
like
excited.
being public with, you know, relationships is something that both of us have never done before. So our family was like, you know, this must be serious, and it is very serious. So
Yeah, because you guys started a YouTube channel and everything,
Yeah,
right?
we have a YouTube, Love McKay. It's at probably 11,000 subscribers.
11,000
live.
subscribers.
Congrats, y'all.
Yes.
Yes, follow our
Love is
YouTube
real, man. A
page.
lot of love, man. So-
Oh man. So have you guys started wedding planning? I know you just got engaged. We ain't trying to rush y'all, but I'm just asking. Have you started?
We started. We have a date. We have a venue. We're making our guest list.
Can I be invited?
Leave him at the door.
It's LOL, but I'm.
Well, unfortunately, you're not on episode 12.
I was gonna talk about everybody leaves there.
Wait, when is the date?
When if you want to disclose it. I know a lot of people. Some people don't like disclosing the dates.
Is it
Yeah,
next
we-
year? Or?
So we're getting married June 1st, 2025, because
Because we
June
met-
1st is the day we met. On
Oh,
Let's give it up for them. Yes.
Congratulations.
wow. I'm definitely so happy for you guys.
During the
Like,
NBA Finals?
what did he say?
Berlin never getting married.
Okay, well, yeah, like everyone here said, you know, we feel the love between you guys. Like it's so hard to believe that you guys just met, you know, not that long ago. But you know, like Mike said, when a man knows, he knows, and a woman too. We know too. All right, perfect. So our next gentleman was definitely talked about a lot, all over. You know, there's clips of you on TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. I don't even go on Facebook, but I've seen it on Facebook. So, Brian, you already know we're talking about you.
Right.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your journey on Pop the Balloon.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? How many kids
And your
you
preference? I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay. How many baby daddies?
2.
2. Okay. So it's no disrespect towards that, right?
There's no way son left with her. I'm sorry, bro. There's no way son left with her. I know she is talking his head off, giving him a damn headache at home. I'm really interested. Now I gotta go back to see that meetup. I gotta see it because just on face value, they do not look like a match. But I gotta see it. Off the way they talk and articulate, I gotta see it.
Right? But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, right? We give you a few from one man. That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman from getting a top
That's
tier
exactly
man.
right. Why? Because there's billions of women on this
Sassy.
planet.
All right, Brian.
Sassy hand.
So you came out episode 15. I was like, Brian, what are some of your deal breakers? You said you don't have not one, not any. But as we saw, as you went down the line, you did have a deal breaker, and that was women that have multiple baby daddies.
Right?
So, what do you, is that something you came out knowing, or?
Of course I came out knowing, but for that right person, I will compromise for that, right? And I think every man will compromise for that if they come in with multiple kids for multiple different men, right? We gotta like them like that. That was my deal breaker, but like I said on the show, then I would extend grace for somebody that I'm feeling like that. So that's what that was.
Okay. So then, why is that something you didn't say like up front when I was like, oh, what's your deal breaker?
Because after listening to the women, I don't know which one I was gonna like. I didn't, as far as their responses, who I was gonna attract or, pull energy from. So I didn't really know who I was gonna feel until I heard what they had to say. So that's that grace part right there, right? So even if they had multiple different kids from multiple different men, if I still like them like that, I would accept that, like real men do.
Okay. So you're kind of saying like you didn't want to say that just in case one of them popped on you?
All of them would have popped if I said that.
He was testing the waters.
Yeah.
But he was giving nobody grace. Why are you saying
Well,
grace?
I mean,
You were giving nobody grace.
even though that
Sure.
we talked, me and this guy earlier, we was joking around. He said nothing wrong. Like, it devalues the woman when you go through multiple men and have multiple baby daddies. We don't want to deal with that. If you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, it's like, damn, your decision-making skills are horrible.
Y'all forget that y'all the ones who
And
say
then,
right there.
And then y'all forget that I'm 41 years old. I got a 25-year-old child. So you're basing your perception of me from 25 years ago.
Come on.
I'm not.
That is a fact. What she's saying is very true. And I try to be very careful when I judge somebody for that. And the reason why is because, again, you have some women that have had kids very young. You know what I mean? Like, you have people that have kids when they were 19. I can't really judge you. If I meet you at 40, I can't judge you for what you did at 19. But that kid still follows you, and then you may have gotten married after that. You had another kid. That marriage may not have worked, and y'all may have been married for 6 years. Got married again. Know what I mean? Which most people do. They get a divorce once they get married, and if they get a divorce, they get married again. You had another kid by somebody you was with for another 6 years. That didn't work out because maybe that person did something. Now you're 40 with 3 baby daddies, but all of them, it's not like you was a hoe. It's not like 'cause you was just out here just throwing it around and just getting pregnant by people. That's why I don't know. I be real careful when I sit here and judge anybody if they got multiple baby daddies. Like, I don't feel like that's fair, because also, man, we can't sit here and act like we don't know how women get pregnant. Every time we get into bed, we can get a woman pregnant. Every single time. It's just that either one, your pull-out got to be good, the condom can't pop, or she's, whether or not she goes to the clinic or not. But think about it. If you have a high body count or whatever, bro, you can possibly have that many baby mamas. Now, kids happen. Not a lot of them are planned. And not every lady, I think it's easy for men to say, have an abortion. Not all ladies want to go through that. That's not as easy as changing your shoes for a lady. Like, that's something they got to live with. That's a procedure they got to go through. And it's a tough topic that I see on a lot of ladies. So I can't sit here and judge women for that, because, again, things happen. You know what I mean? Like, I think circumstance matters. Like, were you just out here wilding? That's different. what these dudes that they were your boyfriend, you was really into them and you trusted them, and then that happened. And then the other ones happen from the, marriages, like all that context matters when you judge somebody off of that.
That person that I'm not that kid that I was 25 years ago.
Speak on
And I'm
it.
not that young adult that I was 25 years ago. I've grown from that. I've healed from that. I now make better choices, better decisions,
Right.
and I live more of a healthy love life, you know,
Right.
than I did then. So you're gonna tell me, oh, well, you got this many kids, I can't date you.
No,
oh,
it's not-
but that happened
it's-
25 years
it's
ago.
not the number of
At what
kids.
point are you going to give grace? Like, at how long are you going to, I don't want to use the word punish, you know, for lack of better words, a woman for her past?
It's
Like,
not the-
Brian came out and said, I don't judge a woman from their past.
then
You know, we all
judged.
make mistakes. And then he basically just flat out judged.
That's the gentleman's
they right.
preference.
They
We're not judging you for how many kids. It's
Yeah.
how many baby fathers you got. If you
Okay.
get with a guy, and I'm 40 years old per
Yeah.
se, and I have 8 kids by 6 different women,
Yeah.
that says something.
And then everybody's situation is different.
That
Like
part.
4
we all
kids
have
and 4
different
baby
circles.
daddies.
But that's not
3
what
kids
it
and 3
was. I
baby
have
daddies?
my children. I have by 2 different men, and I was in a 12-year relationship that was abusive. I escaped that by God's grace. I give thanks every day. And so when
So my question to the men, for a woman that was innocent, so she had a kid when she was very young, and then she had another kid with somebody she was in a relationship for 12 years, but he was abusive. Was she supposed to stay in that 12-year relationship all because she has 2 kids and she don't want to have a third baby daddy, or she don't want to have another man? No, women should be allowed to move on. Circumstances matter. Know what I mean? Like, if you're in a circumstance and a man is putting hands on you, a man is cheating on you, a man is talking to you crazy, but he started out as a great man, you are allowed to leave. And you should not be judged because you trusted this man and you had a kid with him, and then it happened to you again. You should not be judged by that, because that can be somebody else's fault. Know what I mean? Or why you have multiple baby daddies. Like, every time I get with a man, like, you know, something happens eventually. Like, we're not perfect when it comes to judging the person that we have kids with. All right? As much as y'all want to sit here and say, oh, like, you got to really know. Listen, people change. Things happen. You know, so I just can't judge a woman just based off of that. Now, the relationship that you have with your baby daddy, with your baby, with, know what I mean, your baby moms or whatever, like, that stuff matters. Know what I mean? That stuff matters. But fellas, I'm gonna give y'all a little news flash, and I'm gonna play this video. A lot of the women that are really looking for something real, like looking for a man, and they want to grow in their relationship, they want to grow in their business, they want to grow in their career, a lot of them have kids. A lot of the ones that have a plan are the ones with kids. Why? Because they have to feed a mouth. Know what I mean? So while you're sitting here judging a woman straight off of, oh, you got kids, no context, you could be missing out on your blessing. Don't judge, because also a lot of your moms, know what I mean, after your dad left your mom, she was a single mom. Know what I mean? With a baby daddy. Y'all don't want to put it like that, but your mom was a baby mom. You know what I mean? So do you look at your baby mom, or do you look at your mom and be like, you don't deserve to be with anybody because you already got pregnant by somebody else? Nah, that's crazy.
when I moved on to the next relationship, I'm just looking for something better than what I had. And just because it was better doesn't mean it was for me. So when I realized this isn't for me, you know, should I marry this man just because society is going to look at me like I'm a failure as a mother or as a woman? Or no, should I keep going and look for what is really for me? I'm not going to say that I've made all the best decisions as a young adult. I never said I made the best decisions.
And that's
but
what we're referring to, the
Yeah.
decision-making skills.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's now, that's in the past. So you're not gonna meet a woman and she tell you she stole a candy bar at 14 years old. Oh no, I can't do that. I don't do thieves.
She's always a thief.
Yeah, she was a kid. She made a mistake. She ate that, and the candy bar is gone. So in my situation, I feel like I ate that. I ate that relationship that I went through. I ate being a young teenage parent. I ate it. Like the young kids say, you ate. I feel like I ate. I've grown from that. I'm not that person that I was.
The relationship
so why?
is awesome, but the key, you're bearing the man's children.
All right. So, Janae, when you were having, your conversation with Brian during that segment, what was going through your mind when he's asking you all these questions? Like,
he's speaking from a man's point of view. And again, I can only speak from a man's point of view, but when I put myself in a lady's shoes, I have to understand, like, first of all, I can't put myself in a lady's shoes. That's it. Now, I mean, you talking about you bearing his child. She got pregnant, bro. She got pregnant. None of them said, we made a decision to have a child on the 13th, and by next February, the baby will be will be here. Nah, she got pregnant and probably didn't want to have an abortion. Know what I mean? And was just like, all right, we're going to have to make this work. That's how most of us are here. Even for married couples, a lot of us are here because somebody got pregnant, not because it was planned. But we put all that burden on the woman. You know what I mean? And it's easy for us to say, just have an abortion, just take a pill, just do this. And now their hormones is messed up. They got to live with this. Now they bleeding for a couple of days. Like, now their cycle is messed up. Like, it's easy for us to say. You know what I mean? Everybody's not the same. Just because you know a girl that don't mind going through that procedure, don't mean all women are willing to go through that. For religious reasons, for character reasons, for just moral reasons. Know what I mean? And I don't feel like us men have a place to speak on that.
okay, how many baby daddies? How many
how we
kids?
feel.
What was your thought process? Like, if you want to walk us through that.
I'm true to my core. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids. And if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids. I don't allow him and his judgment to define me as a woman or where I stand on today. It's his preference. He deserves a queen of whatever that looks like for Brian. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this fort? You can't judge me. I didn't take anything personally. I talked to Brian afterwards. I said, I don't take anything personal. I'm not mad at you. It is what it is.
It's a
my
preference.
person is my person. You know what I'm saying? But like, people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society, and it's fake to me.
Social media.
I'm not with it.
Okay. And then I think Shayna, you wanted to say
So
something.
one thing I do want to say, which I said to you earlier, we all have our preference, which is fine. You might like them tall, you might like them short, you might like them with the kids. But I think it was just your delivery that really was kind of tough to watch. So that's all I had to share. We kind of chatted about it before. Everyone's entitled to what they like, but it's just the way you were speaking to the ladies, which was kind of harsh.
So speaking
Yeah, it was kind of harsh and sassy at the same
on that, Brian, do you feel like you could have delivered your message in a different way?
I think I wanted to deliver it the way I did, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm coming on some softness, you're not gonna really grasp what I'm telling you,
That's not.
right? And the thing about accountability is you want me to deliver it the way you want to hear it. Nah, the truth hurts. The truth hurts.
Well, let me tell you something about a relationship, brother, man. That's not gonna work. It's not, to whoever's watching, it's not just the words you say. And I'm saying this as a married man. Just because what you're saying makes sense, the way you deliver it has a lot to do with how that person receives it. Know what I mean? Because I could sit here and be like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You have a lot of nice shoes. I feel like those just aren't the best shoes for you to wear with that outfit. That's just, I know your style. Like, you know how to put something together, and I don't feel like that right there really, it presents you the way I know you want to be presented. Versus them shoes, they look bad. Now, I mean, that shit did not, excuse my French, that does not go with your outfit. Now, I mean, you need to change that. I'm saying the same thing. The shoes don't go. But it's the way I'm saying it on whether or not the person understand that this is coming from a place of love, or I'm just I'm minimizing you. Nobody wants to feel minimized. People they don't mind being corrected. Most people don't mind being corrected. It's how you correct them. I had to learn that over the years because I'm the friend and spouse, and son that corrects. If something's wrong, but I had to learn how to do it properly. So if he thinks that that's gonna work in a relationship, it's not. A woman is always gonna be like, bro, who are you talking to? Unless you just get a girl that's very passive.
You got to be able to embrace that. We as men, we embrace accountability. And women have to do the same exact
Women
thing
do
and not get
embrace
angry
accountability. I'm not
and
angry.
feel like men
I'm
are
not-
aggressive
I'm not
and
being
feel like men are aggressive
You are being
when they're delivering what they're trying to say. Like, no, I wasn't disrespectful on the show, right?
He's his own problem.
And maybe I could have delivered it a little bit softer, but
And
that's
then
not
James,
the route that I chose.
you wanted to say something.
Brother, the way you've
Hold
been
on
talking.
one second. James is gonna go.
I wanted to say something about that. I understand both sides. You know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't care if a female has a starting lineup. You know what I mean? Like, I've dated girls that have multiple kids, you know, and I think that men think one of two ways. One is like, okay, you made horrible decisions. And then the other downfall could be, you know, these are extra mouths to feed or bills, you know. And for me, I love kids, you know, like I'm a kids person, so I don't mind dating a woman that has kids. So that's all I wanted to say is like.
I know she laughed, but let's be real. Some men may look at it like, okay, I could definitely afford me and I could afford one other person, like being my wife. Okay, cool. We'll work up to the point where I can afford kids, and at that point, we'll have kids. If you say you already have kids, I have to think, can I afford her and her kids? That's definitely a thing. So why you got your face like that instead of understanding, okay, this is a man talking and he doesn't seem like he's trying to shit on you. He's telling his truth. And that is a truth that a lot of men feel.
Me, I love kids, you know, like I'm a kids person, so I don't mind dating a woman that has kids. So that's all I wanted to say is like.
Can I say something? Brian, I don't think your delivery was 100% wrong, but there is a difference between you as a type of man and there's another type of man. There's two different types of men. It's your preference, and it's a man that knows that he comes into this world to be a leader, protector, provider, who also knows that you're going to take care of a family as a whole. It doesn't matter if they're your kids or it takes a village to raise these kids. I didn't take any judgment, but if you prefer a woman with one kid or you want some more with more kids, that's on
fine.
you. You're just not my person, and I'm not mad at you. And I'm not even mad at the world. And I don't give a fuck about anybody. If we can keep it G. You know, I take care of my kids. They're well taken care of. I'm an independent woman. And I deserve a strong man who's ready to take care of a household. Not saying that that's not you or no other man in this world. Everybody got their own opinion. And I respect you 100%. It is what it is.
And let me, hold on, wait, hold on. And I respect that, I appreciate that, right? It's gonna be a special type of man that's gonna come in and take care of you and your unit. That's gonna take care of you and your unit, right? Because most men wanna start their own family, all right? You know what I'm saying? So why would we come in and be a stepdad?
I feel like he a little bit on the spectrum because I don't think he understand. Like she just said, I understand what you're saying, but it's gonna take a certain kind of man to be with me. That's basically what she said. Why are you gonna restart the conversation? He just restarted it, and people that's now I mean they do stuff like that. Like, do you even understand like the direction of conversation? Like he's bringing it back. Like, bro, do you not get it?
Dad, when we know if you have 3 kids, then I'm gonna be the 4th. You're gonna look at me like the 4th, even if I'm taking care of the house.
No,
right? Because they're not mine.
Because you're not a baby daddy or husband.
Thank
like
you.
you're not gonna be a
You're
baby
the head
daddy.
of household. It's a difference.
I understand that, but I'm not their real father, right? So I'm
But
not their
that's-
biological father, right? So, and things come with that, right? It comes with, you may feel like, you know, I'm not raising your sons right.
Or you can't.
I'm going to dead this right now. I had a baby daddy that told me in front of my child, I am not his daddy. I don't need a nigga like that. And I said nigga.
You don't want one.
I need a man who knows who's going to come into a whole house. He's going to take mine as his. He's going to take me as his partner. It's one, honey. When you find a wife, you find a good thing. I'm not living into society.
All right, she's jacking it and he's jacking it too. Ma'am, You need a man that's gonna accept you and your kids. That's it. Don't make a man feel smaller because they don't like their preference is not a woman with kids. You know what I mean? I just went ahead and explained, men, you shouldn't knock women for having, baby daddies and stuff like that. But ladies, don't make a man feel as if he's less than because he's straight on you. If a man doesn't want a woman that has kids, doesn't mean that he's a nigga now. He's still a man. He just has his standards. Same thing for that man that take care of you and your kids. Like, don't now if a man says I'm not his daddy, now that's crazy. You know what I mean? But y'all are both all over. Y'all probably perfect for each other. Y'all sit there and talk each other's head off in the car with no conclusion, no direction, and no real meaning to conversation if y'all was in the car together. Because what is this?
Society or social media. This show, and I appreciate you guys, because this is real life.
Mm-hmm.
You show me the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say too much more, but that is it.
If you guys were to get together, hypothetically speaking.
Who?
Yeah, I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Just hypothetically, you and Brian.
You and Brian. If you and Brian were to get together, hypothetically speaking, can he put his hands on your children?
What? Put his hands on my children?
As far,
That's a real question.
Let's word that a little.
Well, we know what we're talking about. I mean, Brian, you understood what I was saying, correct?
Correct.
If your kids is acting up,
Yeah.
can he whoop your kids?
If
Like he
they
would whoop
need
his
it.
own son?
If they need it.
Uh,
I mean, let's be real.
You just
This
have
ain't
to
about
be
that, but let's be
if
real.
you're gonna whoop somebody else's kids, you just got to be ready for that repercussion.
The afterword.
Exactly. What
You
comes
feel
after
me?
that? Because as a father, nobody's gonna whoop my kids.
Exactly.
But if
barely whoop my
I am the
kids.
step parent of somebody.
I told my daughter's mom's boyfriend straight up, and I said it mad respectfully. We had a very respectful conversation. Shout out to him, and I hope he continues to do his thing with my daughter's mom or whatever. That's none of my business. But if there's an issue, come to me. Don't put your hands on her. You know what I mean? Come to me. Nah, man. Even though my stepdad, he smacked me upside my head, which I deserved it. But she's also a girl. But nah. Nah, I mean, and that is the burden of being a step parent. Hey, call me. Nah, I mean, it's kind of part of the job. You ain't about to be smacking up my kid. Nah.
My else's kids, I'm a whoop 'em.
But you're not
And
gonna
I
whoop 'em for
understand
nothing.
that's
can't whoop your
double.
kids, but
no,
you can whoop
because
the discipline.
I'm ready to
Thank
fight
you.
for mine.
Whooping them.
I'm
Thank you.
ready
I
to
got a
fight for
5-year-old.
mine.
My
So
son has never had a whooping.
listen, I'm ready to fight
Ever.
for mine. So I'm going to check you on that. And if dude wanted to check me on that, he has that right. And that's all I'm saying.
And,
is
those,
you
and
gotta-
those are the issues that
It's the
we
way to
deal.
do
And
it.
those are the issues that we deal with being a step parent. Like, and
Those
another
are the
thing that I want to
insecurities.
address is that,
not an
like
issue.
Brian, I've been hearing you talk since we've been here all day. Like, your demeanor hasn't changed. So I want to say, like, I don't think that you were aggressive at all. I think that you were being you.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that
Exactly.
authenticity.
Oh, so now they understand what the hell his brother. But his brother has been speaking. Him have been the only logical people on the show. He's just out of pocket. But now that you've been you. When you start to use the words that the ladies use, they all understand. Oh, all right.
That you have been bringing. And I still got a couple more jokes in the back of my head for your ass too.
Okay, y'all, let's wrap this up. And so Chanel, you were like the queen of facial expressions.
I was.
And everyone was showing you like I was getting tagged all over Instagram like, look at this woman, like she's making all the faces. And I feel like most of it was during Brian's segment. So let's take a look at all the faces you were making.
That disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman.
But you're
Yeah.
judging me on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for you. If you're gonna judge me because my second baby daddy didn't work out for me, then I'm not for you. So I'm not judging
And I
you and your
understand that.
opinion
How many
and
kids
your
you have?
preference. I have 3.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate it.
but you
She said period.
So it's like when the mic was in front of you, you didn't say too much, but like your face was speaking for you.
I didn't even know the camera was on me.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way you guys are very strategic in the way you set it up, so I thought the cameras was focusing on them. So I was just sitting on the side like, I had no idea they had everything on there. But that's just me in general. But it was a little shocking. Like, Brian came out, like some people were saying in the comments, like, swinging, like, on everybody. I don't have any kids. So, and also I was thinking, like, I wish he asked me some questions, because I'm going to get them. But it didn't come back to that. It didn't circle back, but questions, because I'm going to get them.
You know, they do say opposites attract. You know, they do say that. And that's what this right here. That's what this is giving. I mean, opposites. Not talking about looks, just in their demeanor, how they act, and I think that's what they got going on. He might like how hot she is until it turns against him.
But it didn't come back to that. It didn't circle back, but.
Okay. And then just to go ahead and wrap up Brian's segment, you are writing a book.
Yes.
Or you actually wrote a book already. So is it finished?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Perfect match.
I thought we're not supposed to be promoting.
Perfect match. 7 Keys to Pop Your Balloon and Find Love. You can find it on Amazon for a pre-order, or you can find it on my website at perfectmatchbook.com.
But what is 7 keys? What do you mean 7 keys to?
Seven advices, 7 keys, 7 tips, right? 7 motivations, to be able to pop your balloon like you did for me, right? Or find love like you did for Reggie. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what it is.
What are 3?
What are the 7 keys?
You gotta buy the book.
Gotta buy the book.
You gotta buy the book. You gotta buy the book.
Us one.
No spoiler alert.
Buy the book.
Us one.
You were on our very first podcast that me and BM did, and we did talk a little bit about it. So,
How you gonna promote your book, but nothing about you gives we would want to hear what you would have to say? Like, we would take your advice. You that's when you promote by giving a little bit of the book. Just because you put it in the book don't mean it's facts. There's a lot of books out there that's straight bullshit. That was a perfect time for you to explain your book.
so let's take a little glimpse at that.
But you definitely want to pick this up right here. This is going to make a lot of perfect matches. It's going to save people a lot of time, right? This is definitely something that you want in your book collection. This is for all the readers.
So Brian, you said that this book is gonna get people a lot of matches,
Right.
And then some of the comments during that podcast said, "How is Brian writing a book about matches when he didn't even get one?"
Right, and I saw that. Right, and I saw that. But, every shot you take, you're not going to make, right? But at the same time, there's humility in the journey, right? So I wrote the book so you can be able to take a different route or take a different approach than what I did, so you won't get popped or for you to get chosen, right? So just because I didn't get a match, it doesn't mean I'm not going to find a match, right? So my old lady somewhere might be somewhere else. I don't know. She might not be on the show. She might be watching the show. She might be waiting for me to come get her, wherever she might be.
She might be
right?
overseas.
It might be, I might be a passport bro, right? Because our black American women tripping around here.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep it real.
No.
Y'all
This nigga's bucking. Yo, this nigga is bugging. Like, bro, the show's almost over, my nigga. And you just drop a bomb like that? He's bugging. He's bugging. Like, he just dropped a bomb like that. Like, bro, what? I'm telling you, I think something's on the spec.
Y'all tripping, you dig? Y'all
Take
tripping.
accountability.
Don't have us go abroad and find somebody else that's of a different ethnicity when you right here at home. Please
They're
don't
not
do
making
that.
it back from over there.
I
No
like that
passport, bro.
nigga,
So
man.
safe.
So is anybody here picking up Brian's book? Y'all picking
I'm
up
gonna
the
buy
book?
it.
Okay.
I support.
Good.
I just put it on the shelf.
How much is it?
It's $22.99.
Okay.
So it's reasonable. It's $9.99 on Kindle. You can pre-order it.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm glad you were able to write that book, and I do hope that you get lots of sales on it.
Thank you.
And everybody reads in on it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So on episode 20, it ended off with such a bang. Our last girl came out, and she was like, "You know what? Y'all can get a piece of me." So let's go ahead and take a look at Dorian's journey.
Spots on your stain on your little dress.
I was in the back drunk, so whatever.
Oh yeah, you feel me? I can't
It's
do
fine. It's a $300 dress.
That. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's the $300 dress. My bad. I got a little makeup on it.
And I popped my balloon because you came out a little aggressive. You feel me? I like femininity. I'm not saying you not feminine, but your demeanor, maybe it's the liquor. You feel me? But
No, I just don't think I would like to be out on a nice dinner date or skydiving with somebody that wears pearls. So I don't like the pants. I'm gonna be honest. I think that since you're light skinned, you should have wore something a little bit more
brown skin.
less olive. But okay.
Less olive. I thought she was gonna say sage.
Okay, so Dorian, let's start off with the first thing that's been going all around the internet: the $300 dress.
Yeah. If you know me, I love cocktail dresses. My favorite place to shop is House of CB, O'Poly, any UK brand. They're in a frenzy because I said the dress was $300 and they're getting it for $17.99, which is okay. It's nothing wrong with that, but yeah.
So yours was
$300
from House of CB, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on Instagram. It got like almost 3 million views now. Because they were so obsessed with the dress, because I look good in it.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful dress. Beautiful dress.
It was just a lip liner pencil drop. Imagine just dropping a lip liner on your dress like that, just to die.
I didn't even see the stain.
Exactly, he was delusional.
That part. Okay. And now there was a part, I think it was when you were talking to the second guy, Ryan, when you were talking to Ryan, and he started saying a statement about how you had an unwelcoming demeanor, and you said, we all know why. Why? If you want to explain that.
So I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to tiptoe around my words with that because I do have a nice job. But if you look at Ryan's YouTube, you look at his pictures on his Instagram, you look at his exes, Ryan just looks like he brings green bean casserole to the barbecue. And that's exactly what I meant when I said that.
I knew she was. When she said it on the show, I knew she was pulling a color card. I knew it.
Shout out to Ryan. I seen your YouTube video. I seen what you said about you want to figure out where I'm from and how my parents are. They're great people. They raised me to stand up for myself.
That part. Okay. So now, were you shocked that all the guys were like, yeah, we agree, you came out aggressive?
No. I wasn't shocked.
Okay.
I was raised by men, so I understand what they were saying. I mean, I'm for a certain type of person. I'm for a certain type of man. I feel like their reasons weren't as straightforward as they could have been. Like, I thought it was an open dialogue. I wanted them to get in a little bit more of a detail of why they didn't like me besides me being aggressive and assertive. They really wanted to call me ghetto. Honestly.
Ain't nothing wrong from being from the ghetto.
It's not. It's like I really learned on social media.
They really wanted to call me ghetto. Do you mean you felt like you was ghetto? Like what? So like the projection is crazy.
From the ghetto.
You feel me? So I really learned it's crazy how
There's nothing wrong with being from the ghetto, but there's a problem with acting ghetto. There's a problem. I hate the word ghetto because I feel like what comes with it, like people misuse the meaning, and I feel like acting ghetto is just you're acting out of place. Now, I mean, you're acting in a way of, honestly, I don't want to use that connotation for acting ghetto. Now, I mean, I think that's the way people use it. You know what I mean? Acting out of place. You know, that's what you was doing. Acting ghetto to me is like eating or drinking water out of a bowl. It's just some shit you do in the ghetto. You know what I mean? The ghetto being a impoverished place. Yeah, I mean, you take those things and you do them over here. I mean, but speaking out loud and being outright, to me, that's not ghetto. That's just like, it's not classy. You know what I mean? Everything that's not classy is not ghetto to me. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Just the way my cadence, how they just automatically, oh, she's ghetto, she's ratchet. When you can do both. You can be both. You can be corporate. You can be from the hood. They just didn't know how to handle me, but we don't come from the same place, and I respect them, and I respect how they feel. So I don't expect them type of men to understand me. They not my type.
So after you guys watched Dorian's segment, I know that whole lineup of guys, they were like, yes, when the last guy was like, yeah, I feel like you're coming off aggressive. Did any of you guys get that impression as well?
No, not at all.
That she was coming off
She was
aggressive.
being real, man. That's what
She was being
I thought she was being real.
I think what the ball dropped for her was when she was like, I was in the back drunk. Like that right there. You know?
I agree.
No.
And took it and ran with it. Right?
I gave them, you guys are totally right. I literally had 2 shots. Come on, all my friends we turned. So I BT'd a little bit, but I literally wasn't drunk. I was nervous. It was my first time on a big platform. and it was a lot of different men. So I was nervous. That was my best answer at the time. I was not drunk, y'all.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Are you drunk now?
No.
She said on the show that she was a little drunk, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
I'm not drunk. I should have brought a bottle of Don Julio and got drunk. I had the same amount of drinks today that I had on the show that day, and this is how I am. And they was just scared a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of think they was too. I didn't really think that nothing you said was wrong.
Thank
I
you.
think you really express yourself well.
Gracias.
I think they just want like. I just think they like a lighter, like a a more lesser woman who likes to speak more, less
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I mean? And I know
Yeah.
you're not that type. You very outspoken.
Yeah.
When I watched,
I like an open dialogue with my man. Like, I want to joke, I want to laugh, I want to really if we don't speak and we don't talk and I just got to be soft-spoken all the time, then we'll never really get to know each other when we're mad, happy, sad, rich, broke. Like, that's childish to me. So they weren't for me and I wasn't for them, and then hopefully I'll find somebody that, appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
I thought that shit
And James,
was
I think
hilarious.
did you want to
Well, I
add
was just
something?
going to say, I think it came across aggressive because your voice carries. Like, it sounds like you yelling, but you're not. Like, you calm, but your voice carries. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, well then y'all take her home. Y'all take her home and see what kind of headache she would be. Listen, fellas that know, bro. We know a headache when we see one. She's gonna be a headache to him. Know what I mean? And she's gonna be a headache to whoever she gets with. Know what I mean? That's that. If you don't know, you're probably not experienced. Know what I mean? Or well versed. Ladies, y'all know too. Know what I mean? But a lady like this that sees a lady like this is gonna say there's nothing wrong with her.
Strong presence, so
Yeah.
that's is what it is.
I agree with what he's saying. Strong presence, voice, yelling is crazy. I think they just pinpoint. I think they just said that because the way I talk, the way I act, I'm very energetic. I'm outgoing. So I mean, that's your opinion, but I don't think I was yelling. I was talking.
Funny part about what my man just said, know what I mean, and I like dude. The funny part what he just said, his wife or his fiance is the complete from this showing, the complete opposite of what she is. And notice he's on this side of the couch and she's sitting here by herself. Pay attention to these things.
Talking in the same voice.
People say that you're yelling when you disagree with them, and everything the guy said, you disagree with them, and you gave them another reason why you felt differently, and they
They
don't
were
like that
gaslighting
either.
me for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, okay, well, y'all, that is the end of this reunion.
Hey.
Hey man, this was a really good reunion. I ain't even gonna lie. I want to see the comments real quick. The fact that so many people. All right, I don't want to talk about James. James Gourmet Pie is here. Oh wait, James Gourmet Pie is here. I'm screaming. James Gourmet Pie coming with actual. It's funny as fuck. I'm not saying you're a prostitute. The girl with the face tattoo is insufferable. Like, why is she there and not at her therapist's office? Facts. The girl with the face tats needs to do a lot of work on herself. She seems like she's been traumatized by whatever happened. Bro, I don't even think she's been traumatized. I just think she wasn't really looking for nobody, honestly. Brian writing a book on 7 keys of relationship on dating, no personal matches himself is wild. That's a fact. The girl that popped the balloon because people asked about her being serial really redeemed herself. I like her answer about a private person. Nah, she really did redeem herself. The only woman on there that had accountability. That engagement was beautiful as fuck. Literally had me in tears. Comparing stealing a candy bar to birthing a child is insane. Some people look so different than they did on the first. All right, let's go to the most recent because these are all the most liked. And then we're going to get up out of here. Ladies, having a child is a permanent decision. When you make any decision that have permanent lifelong, you are, I don't even want to read the rest of that. All I'm going to say is, yes, having a child is a permanent decision, but having an abortion is also a permanent decision as well. You know what I mean? And we can't put all that on the ladies. This could have easily been Love and Hip Hop type reunion. I salute Arlette and her husband, that if it ended, all respect one another. All right, whatever. I love it. Not a single pie sold. Nah, that's funny. The engaged men have already 2 children. He is not a catch like I thought. All right, y'all. I think this has been a great video. I think we've read and seen enough. Until next time, man, I'm out of here.